There's a reason so many men today feel like women behave in the same predictable ways in relationships. It's not because every woman is identical, and it's not because women are intentionally trying to fit into a stereotype. It's because modern dating and evolutionary psychology create patterns, strong patterns, that show up again and again across different women, different cities, and different cultures. These patterns are so consistent that men start to feel like they're seeing the same movie with different actors. And once you understand where these behaviors come from, the whole dating world starts to make a lot more sense. First, you have to understand something uncomfortable but true. Men and women evolved with completely different survival strategies. Men evolved to spread their genes widely. Women evolved to choose partners who provide resources, protection, and stability. That doesn't mean women are gold diggers. It means women naturally look for competence, strength, confidence, ambition, and social value. A woman's survival, and her child's survival, historically depended on choosing the right man. That evolutionary pressure never fully disappeared. So today, women instinctively look for the best partner they can get based on their options. This creates predictable behavior. They want a man who is desired but not desperate, loyal but not weak, emotionally intelligent but not soft, confident but not arrogant. This creates a very narrow window that most men don't naturally fit into, and that's where the tension in modern dating begins. Next, add social media. For the first time in human history, the average woman has more access to attention than queens had 1,000 years ago. A woman can post a single selfie and receive validation, admiration, and offers from dozens of men instantly. That abundance doesn't make her evil. It just changes her perception. When you're used to having multiple options available, you're naturally going to raise your standards. Modern dating apps amplify this even more. A woman who might have received attention from 3 men in her social circle can now receive attention from hundreds online. So men start noticing patterns, women becoming pickier, less patient, more confident in their value, and quicker to replace a man simply because they got the ick. It feels predictable because it's widespread. Technology reshaped dating psychology in a way humans weren't prepared for. There's also a psychological layer. Women today are raised with the message that they should never settle, never lower their standards, and never stay with a man who doesn't meet their needs perfectly. Men, on the other hand, are taught to compromise, prove themselves, and earn approval. This creates a dynamic where women evaluate and men perform. Women select and men pursue. When one side is always evaluating the other, patterns emerge. Men start noticing that many women subconsciously create shit tests, behave in disrespectful ways towards the men they date, and sometimes even throw tantrums. This happens at a subconscious level to test men's strength and stability. This is the time when men need to be dominant, take control, and set boundaries. Then comes the emotional part. Women tend to be more in tune with emotional changes in a relationship. When something feels off, they sense it first. But that sensitivity also makes female behavior more reactive to insecurity. If a woman senses inconsistency, she might start to chase for validation. If she senses too much availability too soon, she loses interest. Men experience this as a repeating pattern: early warmth followed by distance, interest followed by testing, connection followed by sudden coldness. It's not that women plan this behavior, it's that desire is tied to emotional stimulation. Predictability kills desire, stability creates comfort, but excitement fuels attraction. That contradiction creates a roller coaster men often misunderstand. This is why bad boys finish first. They create that roller coaster of emotions. Another pattern comes from self-protection. Women are socially punished harder for choosing the wrong partner. A man choosing poorly might lose time or money. A woman choosing poorly can lose safety, emotional stability, or her future. So women overcorrect by being cautious, skeptical, or demanding more proof, even though they often end up choosing toxic men who cause more harm than good. Just because women have this biological filter, it doesn't mean this filter works properly. They say that women have intuition, but their intuition is often warped due to childhood trauma and mental instability. Men see this as common behavior. Women wanting reassurance, wanting effort, wanting signs of commitment. But beneath the surface, it's survival psychology operating in a modern world. When you combine evolution, technology, social conditioning, and emotional wiring, you don't get a handful of similar behaviors. You get a whole landscape of predictable patterns. Men interpret this as women being the same, and that's because you can predict the behavior of people who are easily influenced by their environment. That's why height gets mentioned a lot when it comes to attraction. But why not muscles or sense of fashion when these things are equally or more important? It's likely due to cultural influence, not just biology. Understanding these patterns isn't about blaming women. It's about understanding the game you're playing. When you understand the rules, you stop taking things personally. You stop feeling confused, and you start responding with confidence instead of frustration. The moment a man realizes that women respond to certain toxic behaviors such as ignoring their texts, being hot and cold, and even being intimidating at times, everything becomes clearer. Women become easier to understand. The game becomes simple. At the end of the day, men don't want to feel like they're losing a game they don't understand. And women don't want to feel judged for following instincts they didn't choose. The more aware you become of the patterns, the more power you have to navigate dating without resentment, confusion, or disappointment. Patterns don't make women predictable in a bad way. They make relationships understandable in a realistic way. And once you see the truth behind those patterns, you can move through the dating world with confidence, clarity, and far less frustration. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time.